I'm setting things up. You guys have to give me a sec. Why is it always doing that? Why is squishing my chat to side? Oh. There is something between my teeth. I don't like it. Give me a second. I don't want to just like show you guys my mouth on stream. Got it. Twas a piece of chicken. All right. Okay, let me make sure I got this right. Try to make sure I'm spelling everything right. Getting everything tag-wise set up. I think I got it. I think we're good. Yeah. So just so everyone's aware, this is going to be a stream where we're kind of going to be flying by the seat of our pants. It's been a while since I've done just a legit normal stream. I'm going to be real. I think that's good. I think we're good. Okay. I believe there should already be a link posted in the thingamajig. There is. I love that for me. So, I have to... I hope I'm not too loud. Let me bring that down. I did some like voice alteration-y stuff a little while ago. I need to bring everything around. I'll have to like test my audio again once I actually get background music playing, but I'll turn myself down that much where it's hopefully enough. Okay. So, just so everyone's aware as to what's happening, this is, as I said, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. I'm a seam, whatever the quote is. I'm going to be creating a new whatchamahoosit to try and like set this up properly so it looks nice. I could just do new games. That would be very simplistic. Would that work? Is this gonna work? It worked. Hold on. I think, is it F11? F12? I don't think this thing has like a full screen. Preferences maybe? Oh, it does. Borderless full screen. Exit. There we go. Look at the beautiful background. I actually do like this background. I think that's kind of set up. So, I guess what I will do is I will try my best to set up a background music. Oh, geez. Oh, hold on, actually. Before I do that, I forgot I actually have to take my allergy meds. So let me go do that real quick. I'm going to grab some other stuff to help. I'm taking a few medications because stuff's going around again. So I'm trying to be like ahead of the curve. Making sure my immune system is up and at 'em. The fun stuffs. Remember, kids, if you're not feeling well, do take your medications. It's good for the body and good for the soul and good for the mind. Well, that's fine down there. I've almost added this packet of this stuff. Thankfully, I have an entire other box. Yoink. nice there's chips down here. I didn't even remember having those. And my raga. I have to go turn my light thingy on. I forgot to do that. I'll be back. Time out. Excuse me? Excuse me? Why you guys kind of like squirreling around like this? Found some trash on the floor. Drink. All right. So, something else we will be doing while I'm getting some music-y stuff set up is I would also like to the thought escaped my mind. I'll figure it out later. That's a shame, actually, that it literally just went gone. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I gotta go to YouTube. Oh, yeah. Another thing. New Discord server for those who decide to join the stream. It's in the description. I'm probably gonna make a pop-up for that. That'll occasionally appear. Ooh, excuse me. I gotta look at my playlists. I think there was a place I used to have a long time ago that's just filled with a bunch of copyright-free songs. I wonder if it's still there. I have to, like, go through a bunch of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. I also need to, like, clean it up a bit better. Why do I have two of them? This was like season 1 and season 2. That's very weird. I'll have to look at what that's about. I have two Omen things. I do not... Nope, that's something else. I forgot about that. I have a lot of playlists here. Oh, God. This is something I have to get rid of. Blech. Alright. Oh, wow, that's something I haven't seen forever. Just looked at a thumbnail that I haven't seen from a series a long time ago. With the boys. I'm gonna look at my watch later playlist. That's normally where I store a lot of my stuff. Go classic. I think we're gonna go classic. Oh, let me turn this shit down. Maybe this to loop. I'm going to now check the audio to make sure this is coming in well and not like overburdenedly so. Alright, this is me test talking, blah 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 while the music playing in the background. Alright. Surely that was enough time. That's normally where I store a lot of my... I'm gonna go classic. Loop. I'm going to now check the audio to make sure this is coming in well and not like overburdenedly so. Alright, this is me test talking, blah blah. It's not bad. Blah 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 blah. Alright. I think we're just gonna let that play. It's a Zelda thing. I'll do my due diligence. Let me go and put this in the video description, so if anyone watching wants to actually listen to the music themselves, it will be in the description alongside everything else. Boop. And save. There we go. That should do it. So once again, I hope music's not too burdening, but I imagine it's not. Anyways, let's jump right into things. So, for those... Actually, wait, no, we're not going to jump right into things. We're going to do the thing I wanted to look at before, which is seeing if I can make, like, a timed pop-up widget. Alert box, chat box, event. I'm trying to see if that's a thing. Because I don't know if that's like a thing I can do where I can just like bring something up. Let's see if I can get this set up real quick because I just found something. We're messing with things I've never touched in my life. We're gonna make an attempt to do something that might be cool. The hell? I don't know what I'm looking at. Is this it? It's just this? It's just a little bobble thing? Ah, here we go. Oh, is that supposed to be an image link? Interesting. I don't know. Add image. I think it is. I think it's like a link for an image. They don't just have change media. Oh. So it's just for the image. You can see him down there in the bottom. Look at him down there. He's adorable. This isn't exactly helping. I think it's supposed to be like a thing. I don't think this is the right thing. I really don't think it is. I was hoping it would be, but I do not think it is. Media categories? Sponsor banner. Show off rotating media to display your socials, sponsorships, CTAs, or just cute animations. Streamer manually adds images for sponsors. Okay. Custom widgets. I'm actually vibing to this. I probably shouldn't be as much as I am. But I am. Game widget. Media share. The jar stream boss. Yeah, I don't know if any of this is gonna do what I want. Unfortunately. I don't think there's like an easy little pop-up thing. That's kind of what I was hoping. I don't think there is. I think the only way of doing that is kind of what I was doing before. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something. Just image set. There we go. Let's clear that. Let's add image. Oh, nope. I can upload. Let me see if I can grab. Which one was it? This one. This is gonna scream at me for being too big. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for it to be like, no, 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 no. That's too big. Too big. Bring it down. It's 4 megabits. 4 megabits. Up. Customer code. I don't know how to code, so we're good. I can. Does this just make him tall? Right. Why is this an option? Why am I able to do this? How do I... Is it Alt? Control? No, Control just keeps its size. Alt is normally what lets it do. I don't know why it's like struggling. Is there like revert changes? Well, that didn't do jack diddle. I don't know what it's doing. Why is it like this? Why is it like this? Can I like grab this and is there something I'm able to do with this? Fit to screen? Stretch to screen? I don't think stretch to screen was the go-to. Make them wider. No, that's just moving him. That's what's weird, is it's just moving him. It's not like... I don't know what it's doing. Reset transform. Wait, let's try this. Transform. Fit to screen, so wait, it's the screen size. This is very strange. Okay. Is this literally just moving it left and right? I think it is. This is so weird. Okay, I think that's probably good enough. What is this? Ooh, wobble. Wiggle. Wait, wiggle? No wiggle? Hit no wiggle. Wiggle wave. No wave. Ta-da. Okay, robot rubber band. That's kind of fun. Pulse. Okay, wub wub. Bounce. That's like the normal wobble. I kind of like wobble, I'm gonna be honest. So let's say hide duration. that supposed to be like every 2 minutes it hides, or it's hidden for 2 minutes? Placement double? Huh. That was weird. Oh, here we go. So if I make this also like 600, right? Now I have the ability, yeah. Now I think I can do this. What? I don't know why there's 2 sets of images. I need to bring that one thing down a bit. Browser settings. Let's bring it down to like 500. Close. Alright. So here's what we're going to do, right? I have it set up like this. We're going to shrink the ever-living crap out of this thing in regards to this random jargon. There we go. And now, I'll put this up here. Down here? Yeah, down there. Ugh, I got cut off, I saw it. There. So I actually have no idea how this is going to work. Image duration is for 10 seconds. So does it shake every 10? Well, so what if I put it to 1? It's gonna hatch! The Pokemon, it's coming out! I don't know what that is. Visual settings. Widget hide duration for 2 minutes. So I think it would be one of those like every 5 minutes, and then it will exist for like 2 minutes, right? Unless that's seconds. I think that's minutes. I think we're good. It'll exist for like 2 minutes. Every 10 seconds it'll do that, so 12 seconds. Maybe make it a minute. Actually, you know what? Let's try this. Let's do 0. Let's do 30. And then we're going to set this to 1. I'm going to see how this works. This is something I've never messed with before, by the way. I know we're supposed to be building a map, but we'll get to it. Hindsight, it should have... Shouldn't have disappeared by now? The amount of time the widget will appear. Permanently. I think my, like, screen thing is... So I think it's, like, it will last for a set amount of time, and then it'll disappear and likely won't return? Here. I have no idea. So if I'm like testing this out because I've never done this before. Honestly, this is more of a hassle than I thought it would be. Like, if I knew it was going to be like this, I'd just set up a fucking timer on my stream and just be like, don't forget to do the thing. Just having this little doodad on the corner, just shimmy shake, and it's gone. Does he come back? He's supposed to be gone for a minute. Does he come back? Or is he just gone? Did this guy just leave me? Is he gone with the wind? We never gonna see him again? I don't know. It says hide duration, so I would imagine it means he's gonna pop up again after a minute, then stay there for 30 seconds, shake 3 times, and then bamf out. I guess 4 times. I think he pops into existence and shakes. He should be popping back in here in a second. Any second now? Literally any second now. Ah. Hey. 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 So you know what we're gonna do? I have an idea. Now that I know how this works, we're gonna go back to that. Here's what we're gonna do. I'll have it set for a minute show duration. Shows for a minute and 30. It's not supposed to be like that. It's just supposed to show for that long. Unless it can't. Hold on, actually, is that a thing? Can it not show for... Oh, so the limit is a minute. Darn. A minute in, a minute out. So what I was going to do is image... Oh, you can have it swap between images. Well, this is neat. Okay, wait, hold on. So let me see if I can edit the image. Or, like, edit a version of the image. Just give it, like, a speech bubble. Just using this. Yeah. I'll just grab a basic thing. There should be a basic speech bubble in this paint.net thing. There it is. Okay. I actually, like, got lost for a second. What does this look like? Could use some improvements. Okay, we'll stick it to 10. I'm gonna... If I do this, is it actually gonna flip? Yeah. I'm gonna try and, like, get it still to be within the boundary. There. Now let's get sentences made, shall we? I don't know why I keep doing that. Alright, so let's see how big I can make this text. Oh! Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now let's make it a fancy text. I feel like that's too fancy. Look at this. Bold. Emboldened by the flames of ambition. Alright. Alright. Let's try this. So save as just square icon 2. I don't know. Skibbity. Alright, cool. Ah. So here's what we're gonna do, right? Add image. Add no. I guess this is a good way of testing. Because what I'm curious about is to swap back and forth or something else. So we'll find out. Using new technology here, folks. Did I not? I didn't click even what I needed it to be. Done. So I think what's supposed to happen is after 10 seconds. I wanna change these both to 5 seconds. And it switches back. That's really cool. So, like, you can have him switch between multiple messages and then disappear. Huh. This is pretty cool, actually. It's very simplistic. Can I, like, move these, like, in their order? So I think it starts with the top one. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clear both of them. We're gonna have the top one be the main message, and then we're gonna have the bottom one be the not so main message. And what if I just literally set it 1-to-1? Wait, what's happening? I just realized they're both changing. Why? Why are you guys linked? Why? What is happening? Set this to this. To add image. We'll set this to this. Okay. And we'll set it to 1 second each, just out of curiosity. He literally shimmy shakes. He shimmy shakes. Okay, so we're just gonna keep it back to almost every 10 seconds. I think we're gonna have the message exist for 10 seconds and then blap out for 5 seconds and then blap back in. I wish I could do shorter. I might shrink it. Maybe. Excuse me. I actually think it would be better for this to be like that. Let's see how this works. Maybe instead of that's this. Make that this. I think I might just keep them introversing or like swapping back and forth on equal intervals. He just looks like an alert. That's basically what it looks like. I definitely won't have this thing popping up a lot. I think I actually kind of like that pace. Let's see what 2 looks like on both. It is very distracting, is what I will say. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think we're just going to pump them back to 5, so it's 10 seconds. So every time it shifts, you know that a bit has passed. I'm trying to see which one I feel feels better. I don't know why it says there's a secondary set of images, but this is the only set of images I have. I think that's fine. Oh, it's because I clicked double. It should just be single, but double allowed me to make it really big, so we're gonna keep it like that. Let's click close. I think that's pretty good. What I will do is, so I don't lose my mind, we're going to make it last a while. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it for every 10 minutes. It'll hide for 10 minutes, and it'll show for a minute. So every 10 minutes, this little guy's gonna pop up. He'll exist for a minute, and then he'll go away. That's the plan. Let's just hope that doesn't become an annoyance. Does it have... I wonder if you can give it audio. See, I said that would, like, not to make it an annoyance, but it would be funny. I don't think there's audio option. Use custom frame rate. Shut down source when not visible. Control audio view. Huh? Control audio. Ain't got an audio. Wait. Hold on. If I copy this, I open this up.
Hey guys!
My voice! Shush! I'm very curious. I'm stupidly curious. We're gonna test this by making a new one, because I don't want to ruin the one I just made. Sponsor banner. A new one. Add source. We'll let this one just be single. Let's go to image set 1. We're going to clear... What? Did that just affect that? Why did you affect that? You're not even using the same shit. What? Well, that's fucking stupid. If that was gonna happen, then I would have fucking just tested the other shit. That's really annoying. Why the hell does it do that? Anyways, I'm gonna, I guess, just test this out. I might as well. Is it? No. Okay. That's what I thought. I was curious about something, and I turned out to be effectively right. This is okay. We're gonna set this... I think... Was it just 5 to 5? 5 seconds being out and then 5 seconds being gone. I think that seems to be right. I'm gonna assume that's right. We are gonna shrink it so it's not as obnoxious. So he should only exist for about a minute. So says everything I believe I have adjusted thus far. Yes, he will only exist for a minute and then he'll hide himself after a few. But, there we go. We have a constant reminder thing. Can I didn't think about this. Can I adjust something about him? Properties? No, I want filters. Add a filter. Ooh. Is there one for, like, transparency or whatever? Gain, crop, color corrections, scaling such aspects, scroll, render delay. Dispersion compressor. I don't think there is. Alright, that's fine. I'm not gonna deal with it. He only exists for a little bit. I think we're good. I think we're finally good to start. I have no intention of wasting any more time. We are 40 minutes in, and all I have done is set up my stream surrounding as minimally as I can and try to figure some other things out. But, that being said, let's jump right into it. I have a bunch of stuff downloaded on this. As you'll see, the amount of icons is massive. So for those who do not know, Illwinter's floor plan generator is what I have used for pretty much every single map I've made, minus the ones that are clearly drawn in Roll20. This is currently, at least in my opinion, one of the best map makers. There's probably better, but for how cheap it was and what I get out of it, oh yeah, no, it's worth it. So here's what we're gonna do, right? I guess I should explain the theme of what we're going to be going through. The idea is space. Specifically, a space station and a space shuttle. Those are the two things we're going to be designing. Obviously, we'll be having things spread apart and moved around, so like there is likely more than just one level to the space station, so we'll have a few different maps. Not maps, but like, you know, chunks of the map moved around to represent that facet. But what we need to look for now is, I have one called Void. That's not what I need. I think there is one for space. Let me see. I literally just see it. It's right there. It's this one. Bam. Whoa. Ash pretty. Do I have another one? I think I do, actually. I think there's another one for space. Can I, like, press H? There was one that, like... Space. Ooh. Shiny. I actually like that one a lot better. Especially when you're zoomed in on the map. It's a lot nicer, in my opinion. I do think we'll probably need a bigger map. So I'm going to go ahead and just start increasing the size of this baby. We'll do a 60. Boom. Bless beauty. And she neat. So. Oh, it's because of what I have, isn't it? That's weird. I think it thinks I'm on pan. Can we, like, stop that? Don't print grid line. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Alright, well, we're just gonna deal with that as it, like, endlessly scrolls to the side of a screen. So here's what I'm going to do. You guys see my movement every time? No, just once I click off, it stops doing it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to look up reference images for myself. As I said, space shuttle, space station, I want to gather a bunch of stuff. And we're gonna see. We're also gonna be doing a little bit of research, because it's always fun to learn about things. But other than that, I'm gonna look up a space station layout. Give me a giz. Now, I'm not looking for nothing like super duper crazy, right? I'm looking for some decent, average what you would expect type of thing. Oh my eye. Most of what I know about space stations is they're very compartmentalized. They're all set in like little stations and stuff. So we're going to be remembering that when designing this map. Currently trying to look for something. What is this? 40k Wrath and Glory. That's funny. Stumbled upon a 40k map. Neat. have one I'm looking at, but it's not like rendering it. It's very minimally rendering it. Okay. Is there more than one to this image? Oh. No. Let's see if it'll let me copy this image. Oh, that's very small. That's very tiny. What if... Can I open a new tab and that, like, actually... make it bigger? No, I think that's just a tiny image. That's unfortunate. Copy reference. That's not what I meant to do. What is this, by the way? Is this like... Am I looking at... I don't know what I'm looking at. Anyways. This is pretty small. Close that. This is one of those things where it's like I have to do a lot of preliminary researching to understand what I'm looking at here. Because this is not like a crazy sci-fi thing, right? This is your average nowadays style thingamabob. And I'm just trying to find something that is a bit more decorated. I generally see how the rooms and stuff work. What we got here? You know, I never really took the time to notice how these stations are, like, set out. Their shape is very interesting. I love space. Alright. Honestly, it does feel like just most of the station is just set up for the solar panels. I'm trying to see if I can find a better picture of an actual space station. That way I can gauge it better. I'm honestly surprised. I thought there would be more, like, at least for the space stations I'm seeing, a lot more. Okay, there it is. A lot more vertical is what I was gonna say, but I do see some. Let me go to all, because I've been in images the whole time. Is there like an actual thing I can read? This is one of those things where it's like having the aforementioned knowledge would be nice. Alright, let's see. Open image in new window. Let me copy this. Ugh, it's so tiny. Why are you so tiny? Learn facts about the station. Hey, look, the little guy's back. He popped in. He's doing his little alerty doodad. Oh, this is a much bigger image. Oh, that's more. I like it. Copy image. Yeah. Span the canvas. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Much better. And with this one specifically, everything is labeled. Okay. Yeah, it does seem that... It's kind of just plus shaped, with like some occasional up and downs. The only issue is I don't know what those mean. So it's just gonna be a lot of figuring things out myself a little bit. That's the thing. I wish I had what would you call it? I wish I had more of an understanding. Oh, well, hello there. I found something. This might be better than what I pulled out earlier. At least it feels a lot more discreet. It's like showing me, I think, literally... What is this? What? Oh, that's interesting. What? Okay, this is me learning something I don't think I knew, and that's actually kind of cool if it's the case. I had a vague feeling of it, but it looks like the space station is made up of a bunch of... How do I put it? It's made up of a bunch of different, like, ethnicity-based things. So, like, there's Japanese-based stuff in here. There is, Russia, obviously, and then American stuff. So I think how the space shuttle works is so cool, actually, by the way. Just learning stuff while trying to build a map. I think how it works is, like, one compartment is the American-made, and then another one is shipped up into space and connected, and that's, like, some Japanese informational stuff, so, like, studying and everything, and then another one is, like, a Russian thing where it's, like, an observatory or something like that, and that's all hooked up into it. This is very cool. I don't know if it is showing me, like, everything a space station has to show, but it's pretty damn close. Because, yeah, my only issue is I don't know enough about this kind of stuff. I don't. I would like to, though. So, we're just gonna kind of go off of childlike wonders and imagination. More like assumptions. We're gonna go off of assumptions. Lots and lots of assumptions. And I know they say that assumptions are bad. They make an ass out of you and I both. But I want you to understand. I do not care. Trying right now. The hell is this? Get this off my screen. I know I'm trying to just shrink. There we go. Oh, perfect. All right, cool. Because now I can, like, scroll down and just look at everything. Okay. So they have... Okay. So the whole thing isn't a structure you can travel through. It's just the main central part that's the travel-throughable structure. That's actually kind of cool. This is me learning things. But let's learn things while building things. So generally speaking, we're going to be using a lot of edge paint on this one. Generally speaking, where is the metal for Half-Life? I'm sure they have something. Yeah, metallic hull. Boink. Yeah, that was a good choice on my part to have that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to design just a basic room, right? Nothing too big. Nothing too crazy. This seems to be the general thing with a lot of them, is it's like this. It's little connector pods. And to my knowledge, a lot of them, I don't think connect like this. They connect through little tubes. So you're like flying through a little tube each time, and this tube has like a section thing that it works with. Yes, that's my understanding. I wish it didn't move every time I move something, but anyways. So, some of them, they do seem to have a little bit of a connection thing, which is kind of cool. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to kind of mimic the layout of what's in front of me, right? Because they have this layout that's like... You're going to have space station... Can you guys see my mouse? I don't think you can. No. We're gonna make it where you can for a moment. How do I do that? I'm gonna assume it's in the new games thing. Capture cursor. There we go. Close. Okay. Hey, Mosey. Let me pull this back up. Where's it down there? All right. So, to my knowledge, so that will be like, consider this now like the top of the space shuttle, right? As a matter of fact, I should actually probably move it up. I also wish I knew where the center was. I'm just going to make an assumption and say that's like about right here. To the knowledge of the picture I am looking at, this is an appropriate design. And this is how things can sometimes connect. So, yeah. Just gonna delete all that. Okay. With this, looks like there is one that is... What I do find interesting is that these are not that big. Like, that is approximately how big some of that, like, one of the rooms could be. A lot of the basic rooms are going to be, like, this big. Alright, let's continue this. This one's going to be longer. Eight, 9. I think that's fine. Whoa. So we'll bring that down. Then we're going to continue on down this path. This one's a little less than the other one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't. And we're going to kind of continue to connect the dots here. Alright. And then basically a repeat of the room that's directly above, but in like the opposite. So it's like this. I think I set it to be 4? Yes. This is... We're kind of getting a generalized shape going. I'm digging it. I'm picking up what I'm putting down. Now this is a small room, similar to the one we made before, so it's only 5 length. It's going to be really weird to have these rooms set up like this, but also have different mechanics. What is number 7? I do like that the infomercial thing I'm looking at tells me what I'm looking at. It's nice. We're going to just do this, because this is what it's showing me. It's showing me this, and then it goes out like this. Decently the same length, but not entirely. 1, 2, 3, 5. About like that much of a difference. It's a penis. Or a sword. It's whatever it wants to be. So then, once again, this time we're going to extend the difference a bit. I think this one I'm actually going to go this long, because that's kind of what it looks like it needs. And then you're going to have this. Which looks to be another extender. It doesn't lead really anywhere except for possibly like a in my opinion, kind of looks like an engine. I'll have to look at that and see what it says. But it's like not the full length of this, so likely something like this. I don't know what that is, so we'll have to figure that out later. This is a long one. See if we can go for 8. There we go. Alright. Let's do this again. Bam, 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 bam. The cross section. Excuse me. This one is much smaller and will likely just benefit to around that size. Whereas this one will actually go out a bit and then widen to an actual normal room length. I can go out a little bit. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I think that's fair. And then it tapers out a little thinner. About like that. And then this goes down like this. Similar to that one. So yeah, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't. Alright, and then it ends off like that. I'm going to go ahead and shut this one as well. Okay. General shape. It's done. Now, the question is, where is everything else? So, how everything works on this manual is different than what I would have expected. Basically, from what I'm looking at, the tube is like this, but it has a little grabby arm that I'm assuming grabs onto something and pulls it in. 3 conical mating adapters are identical to PMA-1, links the US and the Russian segments. The other 2 adapters serve as docking ports for the space shuttle. Okay. I'm so out of my element. Oh, so out of my element. I'm curious. Let's do this. Do we have like a space shuttle in here? FSHU? A shuttle or something. What is that? It's a very small, strange looking thing. Whew, excuse me. I think I'm actually better off just designing it myself. I hate that when I go to look on the other side of the screen, it just does that. Alright, let me scroll back up. Come on. Get me up here. Alright, main truss. I'm choosing something that's way harder for myself. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start throwing in some design stuff. We're just gonna start having some fun. Anything that looks solar panel-y. Citadel, something. Let's see. Oh, I have two. Okay. Dev, yeah, makes sense. Glass. No. So one metal. No. Nature props. Nope. Space. Stone. Tile. Tile. That actually doesn't look bad. Let me scroll down this so I can see what they generally look like. There they are. These things go like massively the distance. Yoink. Oh, hey, Primal. You just had to take the bumper off your car? That's not fun. What'd you do? Playing butt bumpers? I don't recommend it with an actual car. Alright, let's see if we can find some... Excuse me. Oop. And then actually wants to find what was the dev? This, because I actually think this might look good. Yeah, that was a good choice. Apparently that's a lot of what they look like. It looks like they have something going in between them. Some like lattice thing. So let me see if I can find like a grate or something. Preferably one that's like hard to notice. No, not that one. Nah. Huh. We think it's the reason why we hear rattling at high speed. That would probably do it if it's bouncing up and down like a maniac. Floor. Whoa, I just got a cold chill. Jesus. What about this? I don't hate that. These things look to go almost the whole length. I kind of want to change the block to something a bit more noticeable. What's this look like? I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. Tiles. Oh, they're so nice. FA buildings. Stonework. Just like the normal stuff I'm always used to using. I need to look more through like the Half-Life stuff because there's bound to be something I haven't used. I mean, I don't mind it. The color's nice. What about this one? Nah. 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 Space. What is this? Hexagonal. I actually don't mind that. It was missing a lot. Is this supposed to be the solar panels? Maybe. I'm just trying to make it look more noticeable, okay? Because it's blending in way too well with the background. Okay. What does that look like? Not good. Oh, wait. That? Okay, so that's like the scaffolding design. I don't even know what that was attempting. Honestly, doing something kind of like that's a wall might not be too much of a bad idea. The only issue is it's like not... It's not popping like I would like it to. I think I have an idea. Hold on. So let me close all this stuff. Not this one, I was just looking. Where? Let's close that. Space. Stone. Tile. F2 tile. There we go. It's a wall. So now it specifically pokes out and doesn't blend in with the background, which ultimately I actually think is a better idea because at least it gives it like this contoured shadow that makes it pop a little more. Yeah, that was a much better idea. Now I want to go back to metal real quick. This. Maybe. I'm not feeling that exactly. Nah. Nah. Reason, no wall. Nah. The hell is this? Nah. Nah. I think that's the best. Maybe unfortunate, but I do think it is. Whoops. Like, edge paint. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. And this time, I'm gonna click the fucking 3. How far out do I gotta go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna just clip this real quick. So it's just 6 blaps. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll just rinse and repeat. Yeah. I was just making sure I had the ability of doing that. 3. Oops. Yoink. Okay. I almost forgot about this. No. We're gonna remove one of those. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hopefully this will get the job done. Yoink. I do like how this is looking, I'm not gonna lie. As simple as it is, you can kind of see the shape really starting to form. Here's my question. If I go up to edge paint and I tap it right there, and I get the fill bucket and I do this. Nope. That scared me for a second. Alright, let's get some flooring. Let's see. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Let me place that right there. This edge paint. Bam. Oh, I need to make sure that is wall as well. Damn it. Because at least then, yeah. Oh, that's a rat's ass. Can I not just, like, fill in that? That's a shame. Well, guess we're going to be doing this for a little bit. Yoy. 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 Alright. So, if you're possibly pondering that I may or may not spoil things, I have intentions of doing so later throughout the week. I don't want to just do it. You add a border to segment them? Maybe. Why is that there? Go away. Doink, doink. Once I do this, it'll make things a little easier on me. Especially with the visual side of things. What I really could do to make the difference between this and this very easily noticeable is I could change the height value of the flooring and then do the whole bucket fill, because then it will literally just turn all of space into this like super mega deep thing. Son of a gun. I don't know why sometimes it does that and sometimes it just goes straight across. It is annoying. I just like it when it works, though. Fine, as long as I stay in the middle, doesn't have that problem. Come on, there we go. We're close to being done with this already, or at least with this little upgrade, not the actual build itself. The actual build itself has quite a lot of stuff I gotta do. Because right now we're just building the basics, right? Once we get into the actual point of building the insides, that's when things are gonna get a little rough. Alright, there we go. That looks nice. Okay, I do want to see what that would look like, by the way. So we're going to bucket fill space. Much better. Much, much better. We can even bring this up and go bam. And go bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, need to add some Easter eggs of both kinds. Jesus. We'll do whatever it takes. I think I am going to make this go up all the way. Yeah, definitely. Just looks better. Ooh, this one's good. I'm curious. Well, now I have some on my desk. I'm gonna try and like have slowly raise over the camera. I'm curious what this is gonna look like. I got this from OMGCon a long time ago. It's a convention I go to every year, and I'm going to it this year as well. And they had like a whole little D&D thing with these little mush people. I still have their like character sheet things. I love that kind of shit. It's awesome. Excuse me. Yoy. Ah. I'll probably, once I've made this, I'll probably use like the fill tool or the bucket tool to change it into whatever other type of ground that I want it to be. Oh, damn it. There we go. Meow. I'm actually really excited for this session, but most importantly, as weird as it is, maybe it's just because I feel like I'm kind of back in the groove of things. I'm really excited for Open to come back around. I have so many D&D things I'm really excited for. I'm really excited to do the finale for the first season of Calamity Remains. I'm really excited to do the next episode of Omen. I'm really excited to do the next episode, the first episode of the new series. And I'm also really excited to do this one because I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with it. There's a lot of really cool ideas that come to mind. I want to see what that would look like if I edge painted these. It really doesn't look like much changes. Nah, not really. I mean, I'll do it on this side at least because it does look like it needs it on the left side than it does the right, but not much really changes, unfortunately. I like how just setting that up, yeah, you could like immediately see the space station you feel. But that's fine. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the flooring. We're gonna find a graded flooring that look more accurate. What about this? That's bucket filled biome. Definitely not. Needs to be like a brighter gray, maybe. Do we have other metal ones? Metal that. Metal that. Ooh. I don't know what all the blue stuff is. That's wild. Ah! Go away. There we go. Glass. Could do this. But nah. See, that would make it look like a normal, older style of D&D map. That blends in way too well. Alright, let's see. Building template? What the hell is this? Alright, that one's not that bad. I do not mind that one that much. Ooh, we're doing that one. It has to be that one. That one just feels so right. Is it sad that games do April 1st things on the 2nd? I mean, it kind of makes sense. There's probably some, like, I want to say legal reason for things, but I don't know about that. But a lot of the time, games have to do some, like, loopholing for stuff. It's like, some players get really annoyed with April 1st, so having things on April 1st is, like, a whole other thing. I think someone is attacking my foot. Hi, Chloe. What are you doing? She just looked at me like... That was funny. Okay, here's what we're going to do now. Now that we've done that, I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to start designing, doing some minor detailing. Give it kind of shape more than just the shape I've given it thus far. So, like, stuff like that. I'll actually probably... Maybe not that much. Maybe just one layer. Yeah. So we'll pop and then bap. Where am I? Maybe I should start from the bottom. I might have to choose a different material because I'm not liking shit. I'm not liking this stuff. Let's go back to the metal. I'm not against it. Let me see what happens if I set it to a wall. I do kind of think that setting it to the other thing feels a little better. Setting it to a flooring. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it looks better when it's floored, or do you think it looks better when it's just like lowered effectively? If I just scroll back up and I just click this, and we're just gonna like half and half this. What would that look like if I raised it up all the way? I kind of think the bottom one. Can you only make squares? Unfortunately, you can. You can only make squares. This is a cheap map maker, but it's a good one for what it's worth. There are probably better ones. They would just cost a lot more. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. The shadows add like a little nice texture to it. Yeah, I think we will do that. Yeah, that was a good choice. Very, very good choice. Alright. And there's supposed to be something right here. So we'll probably come back to that. That's fine. Yeah, playing endless. That makes sense. I'm actually gonna lower it by 1 and then bucket fill the ones I've already placed. Did it literally just do all of them? It did. That works. So there's actually supposed to be something right here, so I'm actually going to keep that disconnected. And on this one, it's supposed to really loop around like that. I do think cutting the corners out just makes things look a little better. Like, not everywhere, but most of it. I love Zora's Domain's theme. It's so nice. This one actually does kind of look like it needs that. Alright. Shit. Baboy. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna do this. Let me lower it. There. Trying to make it look more like a cone. Because that's effectively what it is. It's like a cone thing. Actually, now looking at it, it's not shaped like this. It's kind of like this. And then it does this. Then what I'll do, I'll give it that. Let's lower it down a tier. And yeah, that's pretty good. Is there another one of those? There are. There is one down here. So we're going to remove this, grab this, make the little plus, and then do this. Shit. And this little funny shape. Alright, is there another one? There's one on the bottom. Alright. Can I, let me enlarge. Is there a shift? Let's see. Move world up, step up one. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. Click exit. There we go. Bam. This is, by the way, for people wondering, one of the better of Sheik's songs from Ocarina of Time. Alright, then we're gonna just stick with this and just do this. Because it's apparent that this is what it's being used for. So I'm gonna pump it up once. Have it, actually I guess do it twice so it looks a little more contoured. Then we'll have it go up. And it looks like it's gonna go like under there. They're already adding a bunch of like shapeage to it, which is nice. Let's go to edge paint real fast because I forgot that I did this. You know what I could do? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Why does that look so weird? That's fine. It's because I didn't get the thingy off. Let me shift it up one. Exit. Eh? Move world, step up 1. Oh, it's stretching us. I was so confused what was happening. Alright. Let's grab that, do that. Edge paint. Skadoosh and skadoosh. Question is, do I do it deeper? The answer is yes. Okay, that just looks so much nicer. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that was such a massive buff. Jesus. Alright. Similar to what we've been seeing. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go to this. It's supposed to be this one. I might transition this one up a little bit on its design. So let's go to edge paint. Let's do this to get rid of all this. Sorry, Gerudo Valley is my fucking jam. My peanut butter jelly. Sorry, bam, bam. So I think right here should be fine. Bam, bam, bam. And then we'll go to edge paint and just bam, bam. So there we go. Go to this. We're gonna get rid of this. We're actually gonna get rid of both of these. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this. And we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna grab this and then do this. And then we're gonna go up one more size. Yep. No, the other one won't be able to see it. This one we at least will. There. Cool. So, I'm gonna do a save. We're gonna call this Space Station. I gotta admit, it's pretty good. It looks really cool. It does feel like a space station. So now I'm going to pull over this. I'm going to look for a space shuttle. Because I know these are very different, and they can be quite large. So let me full screen this over here so I can actually take a gander. Honestly, I might, instead of like setting something up like this, I might just see if I can plop something here. Let's see here. I will do this. Bam, bam. And then we'll do that right there. Make a small connector. Let's go to put icon. Let's see. Space. Aw. Ship. I'm hoping that maybe something of what I'm looking for is in here. Did I already do shuttle? I did. Let me see something. So if I do this, and I do grayscale, right? We do maybe not bright. Bright colors. What does that look like? Do G here. Okay. If I like bring it up in size, I like it right there. Alright. I have an idea. Alright, yeah, this is cheesily an idea of mine. And one right there. That kind of looks like a space shuttle. Now all we need is F wing. Is there anything like a wing? Why are there Star Wars things here? Pole. Not pole. How about metal? This might work. No, it won't. I don't even know what the hell that is. Metal. Oh, shit. That's actually kind of cool. Huh. Neat. Still know what I need, though. I wanted to grab this. Nah. Sail? Or wait, no, mast. Hanayama staff? What? Interesting. Pole. Let me try pole again real quick. So that... Labeled parking. This might be to my advantage. Oh. It's transparent. Okay, hold on. You know, let's see here. Boats, fishing, sea. Anything on there? Nah. Yeah, I guess no. Beds, no. Bars? Okay, not the bar I was thinking of. Come on. Awning. I don't know what I was thinking there. No. The hell's a duckboard? Oh. The Great War. Sandbag wall. Guns go bang. Puddles. At this point, I'm just trying to look for something that could work in the fashion of what I need. I don't remember a lot of these, by the way. Like, these are kind of new to me. I guess I've never just looked at the folders like this in a while. Okay, well, that's just like some lore icons. Let's see what we got here. Clothing, container. Ooh. Let's forget there's that. Also, that's very interesting. Oh, shit. That's not invert colors. I'm trying to imitate the idea. You know, make it look like it's something. It's not amazing. It kind of sucks that I don't have that, you know? What is that? Uh-huh. Whoa, these are cool looking. Is this like Fallout or something? It's a Fallout horse. What is this? These are like legit Fallout stuff. Funny enough, this probably could work in the order as to which I need. Oh, shit. Good, they're still grayscaled. I may just have to go and let me check the Steam. Let's save for a moment. That's the wrong thing. Settings. No? Found him? Yes, save dungeon. Let's take a moment. I'm gonna go to the Steam Workshop page. I'm gonna see if they have a thing for space. I may do that. I picked the wrong thing. They have one for sci-fi stuffs. Of course you don't show me, though. Let's look at favorite of all time. I would like if they had... how do I put this? Just space stuff, you know? Alright, let me close out of the game. Let's quit. Let it close. And then we're going to relaunch it here in a bit. I'm going to download a few things. Hopefully it shouldn't take long. But hopefully these will do what we want. So we have some sci-fi stuff here, and then I saw something that interested me. What was this? Borrow trauma sprites. I don't know what that is, but it's got like a guy with an astronaut helmet on it. So hoping for the best. StarCraft. I don't care about that. They have one just for trains. 8. What doth the 8 for? What doth life? We're gonna try with just those two. Let's go. What time is it? What do I say? We're an hour and 50 in, and I've only technically spent probably around like 50, 60 minutes doing this because I spent most of it setting it up. 8. Is 8 the magic number of the day? Is that what we're at? What the heck is my drink? Hey, baby. 8 is the magic number of the day. File, load dungeon. There's a lot in here. There's technically some more spoilery stuff. Is it loading or do I have to click enter? I have to click enter. Damn! That was loud. Sci-fi stuff. Aircraft. Please let there be just your normal space shuttle. I'm begging you. That's fucking helicopters like an Apache. Like an Apache. These are kind of adorable looking, I'm not gonna lie. These vehicles are funny. Mechs? Oh, that's awesome. I would actually love to do like a maybe sci-fi. Honestly, I'd like to do a grim dark sci-fi. I think that could be really fun. Robots. These barely look like robots. These look more like mechs than they do robots. Some of them. Sci-fi city design? I guess. Ruins and debris. Spacecraft. Here we go. Fucking. Hey. Well. Please. I'm begging you. That was the closest we've gotten thus far. I'm playing Refractor Roulette. If one gets corrupted, my defense will fall. That doesn't sound very, very safe. But I believe in your abilities, because your luck tends to be way better than it should be. 24k DPS. When most towers have less than 10k HP. That sounds like fun. Vehicles? It looks like that one pod racer. I wonder if that's intentional. Okay. This is close. Let's keep looking. Because there should be something else. Ghost furniture? Motor sci-fi space. Those are just jets with missile launchers on the back of them for some reason. These actually could be useful. I could place these on the map where the other thingies are. Is that a condom? Sure, it's a condom. No. Apex got killed so quickly. Nice. Planets? Whoa, that's cool. Well, I don't want to look at markets. Sci-fi structures. Oh, it's lagging trying to load these things. I can see why. Jesus, they're high res. I'm begging. Is that an AT-AT? Well, alrighty then. Where is the normal space shuttle when you need it? How? How do none of these have a normal ass space shuttle? That makes no sense. Okay, let's just do some searching. So ship. Let's see what we get. If I type in ship, what do we got? What do we got? We got this guy. Ship's wheel. Just looking for the dude with the big tube. Shuttle. A shuttle engine. Shuttle nav. All of these are the wrong thing. Space. Nope. I already did ship. I don't know actually what a new vehicle. Nah. I think this is possibly my best bet, or something like this. But technically speaking, it wouldn't make sense for it to have the big tube, because it would already have been launched. I honestly think something like this is the better choice. I really, really do. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna spam delete these. And we're just going... Okay, one, this thing is way too damn small. This needs to be way fucking bigger. I could do this. Maybe, like, have it... No. I don't know if there's gonna be an easy way for me to do this. Hold on, I have an idea. So let me zoom in, because there's the middle, and there you can kind of see like this little platform thing, right? So why don't we just do some like this? It's a little off screen. Ultimately, I think that's fine, because I can do this. No, you're not what I clicked. No, you're not what I clicked. There we go. All right. Beam. Nico beam. I actually kind of like that. The space station's coming together. I guess let's start filling things out based on like their compartment. So I got to now pull up the info sheet thing again. Just don't make it to remove the space shuttle bullshit. I get to look around. So let's see. So this is... So one is literally just the docking mechanism. That we already know. I just noticed that this and this are two different layers. Did I actually click this one? You know what's weird is I kind of like it. It's an accident, but I like it. Okay. I really, really wish it would stop doing that, so I'm going to do something about it. F12, F11. Apparently that's what F11 does. What is a menu skip? A Miku skip. Jesus. Miku beam! Definitely not a new dungeon. Settings. Icons? No, this isn't anything of what I need. Graphic settings? This thing's been capping my frames at 20 frames per second. I mean, not that it needs more than that, but that's really weird that it's been capping it at that. Very strange. I'm gonna go back to windowed. Yeah, I don't know why it was doing that specifically in windowed borderless, but that was such an annoying thing. So here's what I'm gonna do. Because it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to increase the size of the screen and leave it as it is. Because I do think that's fine. I think it still gets the job done. Oh, wow, wow. Let's do this. Now we get to do some learning. So. Wait, what? Shadow. Outline. Bold. Sci-fi. We're gonna call this docking adapter. Okay. No. Cancel. Control right click. Ah! No. Put it back. Wait, does right click just get rid of shit? No. What the fuck does control right click do? Oh, okay. Well, this is amusing. All right. Well, I think that's gonna be something I have to do on my own on the actual editing software because that shit's annoying. That's flat out. Is she annoying? I'm trying to debate if I like the rough edges or that. I do kind of like that. It's a very minor thing, but it's nice. It's one of those adds a little depth things, you know. Sometimes you just need to add a little depth to your world. And then you'll find yourself doing just a-okay. There's a part of me that's like this. And then bammo, 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 bammo. Not bad. So you know they're like that. This. Bammo. Edge paint. This. Bammo, 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 bammo. It's kind of weird, but I'm not against it. Oh, still an edge paint. All right. Bammo, 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 bammo. There we go. That is a nice little detail. Oops. So maybe I get rid of all corners. And we substitute those sticky out corners for better things. I think that actually was the last corner. Edge paint. Bammo, 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 bammo. Bammo, bammo. I'm actually just gonna drag that across. Fuck. I don't know why my brain thought of that. A robot stubbing its toe. God. My brain sometimes functions differently than it should. Ugh, my eyes got a little tired just then. Now hold on a fucking second. bastard! I had you on loop! I was like, why does this song sound so familiar? It doesn't sound like a Zelda song, it sounds like a song from Stardust Rhapsody, you know, the Adventures Campaign's music collection. Shit, that's in my watch later list. Why did it do that? I don't get it. I set it to loop, and it don't loop. Stay on this one! I'm going to, like, hard lock one of these into a singular list. It's infuriating. Alright, let's continue down the line. Jeez. What I do find amusing is this doesn't look like I need to do it to a lot of things. Just some things. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alright. I think that's all. Oh, no. Some of these I forgot to click and add their little nubbies. Is there anything missing? A little clickety clack? Huh? I think we're good. The space station's physical structure, I think it's safe to say, is complete. The only thing left to do is learn. So Harmony node. Node 2 is a utility hub providing an air, electrical power, water, and essential services. Okay. So this is for oxygen shite. Let's put the icon. If I'm going to search oxy. Here we go. Boop. Oxygen tanku. Oxygen tanku. Yes. So let me do this. So bam. 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 That way it clearly looks like it's an oxygen system. No, I don't want that. No, that's not it, Chief. Oop. There. Got some like oxygen apparatus. Back. Welcome back. Did you die to Refractor Boy? Or did you win? Did you become a real boy? Oh jeez. That is a funky looking ass machine. Happens if I place that there. Yeah, it just looks like one of those stylized things. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Alright. Water. Let's see. Water device. Utility. Is that? It's a little too old to be worth what it's doing. Ah. I don't know if this actually has anything of what I would actually need, so maybe getting something like this isn't such a bad idea. I don't look too bad. Water. They're like a tank. Does that say Vault Tech? Wild. Hey, here we go. What if I did this? Yeah, that looks a lot better, actually. Just do this, and then this, and then we take that. Actually, let's delete this too. Let's delete this. Let's rotate it. So we have flip size, and it feels more like a no harm, no foul situation, right? Mm-hmm. I do not like this specific thing. I think we're just gonna leave it with the one. I almost think I'm gonna get rid of this one actually, because it just doesn't feel good. Icon. What was the thing that says? Electric. Alright, so Jenner. Let's see. This is funny. These are 100% the shits from Fallout. I recognize them. Wave 140 is still going strong. That's good. Okay, this is probably a better... What the hell? Let's get rid of these. And we'll use this thing. I don't know what this is, but it looks good. Then let's see if I can find some batteries. I think we're just looking at these ones. Battery. We'll just add that right there. This right there. And then FBATT. What we'll do, we'll lower this down. Maybe make it like a dual connect system. There we go. All right. That little room looks good. That little room looks good. So on to room 3, which is this one. Is the largest ISS module. It is composed of a pressurized crew module and 2 experiment sections, one pressurized and the other exposed to space. Pressurized module houses 23 standard equipment racks for controlling experiments and systems. So this is basically just like a storage rack. I don't know what it means by like compartments of pressurized and non-pressurized. Because again, I'm just seeing a giant ass fucking room. So, I don't know. has 200 waves. That's funny. For a game mode called Endless, it only has 200 waves. Alright, let's get some shelving. Shelf. Actually, it's probably better rack. Whoa. See, the thing is, with this being the way it is, I need it to be a very specific set of stuff. I'll, like, space this stuff apart. Okay, let me scroll down. This is one of the good things is I can do this. In hindsight, what I probably should do is get rid of all the color on these ones. And then I bet that would make them look better. So here's what I'll do. I'll do this, right? And then I'll just grayscale. And then I'm going to slap it on top and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's a little better. Oh. Yeah, it's better. Oh. Let's do the same thing. Grayscale this son of a bitch. Just delete. Slap it down. Damn, yeah, that does wonders. Makes the rust not look so rusty. Switch it. Let's delete. Bam. Delete. Bam. Delete. Bam. And then let's get some... I want to try this Astro. Plague Bee God. What? SU. Actually, how about space? Space crate. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, this actually is fucking perfect. So it makes total fucking sense that this shit would be like right here, right? F. Pack. Let's do this one. So let me try something actually, because these ones you can turn bright on. I think that might make it look better. Honestly, I think the gray looks a little better. Boop. 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 There. We'll just do that, and then we'll just grab some crates. Crate. The hell is a space crate? It's fucking nothing. It's fucking nothing. Oh, well, this is neat. This feels fancy. I feel like I am now adding things that are probably a little overkill. Let's delete these. Let's delete this. And then we'll just do this again. Yeah. There we go. I kind of want to change this. Leave those the same. Let's find something else. Hold on. Great. It's great. Oh, I know what I need. Not crate. Locker. Really? I guess for LOCK. Really? No locker thing. Okay, so maybe back to crate then. It's getting a rework soon. Go up to 300 waves. It takes 3 hours. That's a lot of fucking time. I'm gonna be real with you, mate. That's a lot of time to be dedicated to that. That's a lot of time indeed. So what I'm gonna do is on this side. Actually, maybe not this one. Hold on. Crate. I wonder if they have one that has like an open hatch. Not this one specifically. More like a door, like a wee. That's what I would like. I don't think they do. I think it's just this. That just looks like a bench, which is actually not a bad idea. In all honesty, it actually is not a bad idea. I do like how I've turned what is essentially a crate, storage crate, into a mid-bench. I mean, it looks good. There we go. My ingenuity knows no bounds. This is looking pretty good. You know, it's a little simplistic. Okay, but let's see if I could do what I was talking about before and like do the same thing. If I grayscale this and then just slap it absolutely straight on top of itself, does that just look better? The answer is yes. That specific one looks a lot better. And I'm guessing the same thing can be said about this guy. Alright, let me take a check. Yeah. What if I also grayscale this? I actually kind of think they look better without the grayscaling. If I'm being honest. So let's grayscale the big thing. And then we'll just do the cancel this. Start with this one. I do think that looks a little better. All right, let's save that again. That's 2 rooms done out of how many? Yay! We're off to a great start. It's coming together though. Looks like an actual space station. A lot of stuff here. Okay, so that was room 2. No, 3. This is room 2. This is the docking area. So room 4 is this thing. Columbus is a science lab operated by the European Space Agency. And there's Europeans here too. So this is a science-y place. So computers. F. Computer. Please tell me they just have a computer desk. They have whatever this fucking thing is. I don't know what that is, but I like it. We're gonna put you right there. F. Keyboard. Oh, jeez. That looks pretty cool. If, what? They don't need... I was gonna put a chair, but then I realized how ridiculous that sounded. So, F computer. We're just gonna keep doing this, you know, we're gonna fill out the space. So this, swap it, this, F computer, retro computer, dude. Oh, wait. See. Grayscale that bitch. Because then it's hard to tell what it actually is. And thus, when you put it beside something, it looks better. Oops. I need to press that one up against the wall a little bit more. My objective is to just mesh enough stuff together where it's like, yeah, that kind of looks like a thing. That's my general plan. Does that look like grayscaled? Yeah, like that. There we go. There we go. Honestly, that's pretty good. I kind of want to just like set this dead center. So maybe put like one here and then one here. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna shrink it a little bit. Like that. It's like Captain America's shield. It's a nice little detail, I think. File, save dungeon, bam. Alright, we're done with this area. We're gonna move on to 5. 5 is the US lab. The US module launched to provides 24 equipment racks for control of the ISS systems and for scientific research. So more storage, but also computer stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. Bam. 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 We're gonna do this again. Bam. 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 And then it's about like this much. About let's grab this. Bam. 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 Alright, let's F. Nope, wrong thing. Put icon F. Comp. Medical compartment. I don't know what this is. Oh, well. gonna put 2 in that one. Let's grab this. There. And then, similar to what we did before, where I just take this and just slap these across the floor. Kind of just makes it feel a little more special. You know. Files, save dungeon, ba-bam. I gotta admit, we're kind of flying through them now. I feel like we just got done through almost half of it. We kind of did, because the rest are so much smaller. Looks like there's only this room and this room and this room and this room left. Damn. Alright, well, moving on to 6, which is this lower compartment, I think. No, it's this one, sorry. Unity is the first US-built element of the ISS to be launched in 1988. Unity 6 ports provide berthing connections? So it's just a split room, basically. Void time. I believe in you, Primal. You got it. You could face the void. You've done before. Okay, so this is just a splitter, basically, is what it looks like. It's just a splitter. So it is just for these areas. I'm going to just see what I could shove in here, then. Other... I'm seeing if there's, like, anything over here that could look good. What about this weird box, huh? We shove the weird box in the corners. Bam. Bam. Then we'll have it paired with its sister item. Let's delete these from up here. Icon. Let's... What is it? Shift X. There we go. Shift X again. All right, just a minor thing here. I don't know what this is gonna look like. No, I don't like it. We'll just leave those right there. It's just meant to kind of fill in the space. So next is 8. Or I guess 7, which is this room right here. So this is an airlock. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. So this is actually supposed to be space. Which means this is supposed to be just a door. So we'll leave it like that. So this whole area is supposed to be like a decompression area. Cool. Let's... F pump. $50 million gone just like that. Oof. Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun. Wait, no, not door. Air. Lock. No. Vault. A bunch of Vault-Tec logos. Sliding. Trying to see if they have like a very spacey themed door. I guess they got these. This is what I need. Here we go. Yeah. We just do this. And this one out over here as well. It's multiple stages. You have over here. This little spot that'll probably clean ya. I have to imagine they each all have their own like little door system. But I don't know what would actually be opened and or closed. I do know this would likely be closed due to other things. So we'll leave that like that. A lot of these realistically would be open except for anything in relation to airlocks. Let's look at 8. Oh wait, let me first save. This node contains advanced life support equipment system to recycle water, oxygen generator, and crew toilet. So this is kind of like another situation before, but also contains workout equipment. So I'll just kind of, I'll copy this system. Does it say oxygen as well? Yes. So we'll kind of copy this system. Okay, so let's do this. Bam. Bam. They already got a lot of this kind of thing going on. So I'm not too keen to like overly duplicate. Oh, come on. Let's plop that down there so I know. There we go. Boop. 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 My eyes are starting to hurt because I'm tired. But we're doing pretty good. Got it. Awesome. So this is gonna be a little different now. Yoink. 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 Alright. Does it do anything for electricity? It's water, that. This is life support, so probably electricity as well. Boop. Basically just another room of what's already up here. In everything I have seen, that's kind of what it seems to be. Okay, wait, which one was this? This is the left. Actually, let's start with the one on that's supposed to go on like the right. Like that, and then that. Also, it's supposed to be gray. I don't know why it's not gray. I copied it. It's fine though. I'll make it gray. Alright. Let's do this. Like that, this, like that. Let's do the same thing over here in reverse. Boop. This is the other one, so I need to copy this one first. Dude. Wait, why did... Oh, why did it do that? It was so good. Why didn't it copy it? My brain didn't grab onto that fact until after I started working on it. Rip, lost on 179. Damn. Yeah, pretty far though. That's pretty good, as they say. I don't like this one. We're gonna move this one up a little bit. There we go. No, it's not as obnoxious. Alright, F. Shred. That is not what I was expecting. On treadmill. Walk. Is there like a Xer? No? Run? Ah. Let me try something. Machine. This could work as a treadmill if I functionally adjust it the way I want to. Is there a flip? Shift H. Shit. Do this. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Shift H. Not with that. Damn. Well, I'm off to bed. See you, gamer. Alright, I won't be too far behind that. You have a good one, Primal. Woo! Just a reminder, by the way, everyone watching who does end up watching at this point, don't forget that in the description is a link to the new Discord server, where I will be sending out spoilers for all D&D and related content. Just a heads up. Military. Surely there's gonna be something in here, right? That's a stretcher. The hell? There's looking armor stuff. Medical. I'm impressed that there isn't anything like that. There's no, like, treadmill thing or anything. This could be used into it. Hold on. That kind of looks like a treadmill, right? So if I turn this gray, let me try and do this. That's not too bad. Yeah, it looks like a treadmill. Alright. And then let's rack. Actually, I can just go over here. There we go. We'll shrink this one down. This one right here. And then let's do this. Towel. No towels. Fabricator. Very interesting. Not what I was expecting. this. Let's just put this right here. Not grayscale. We'll just throw that in there for the fun of it. I have no explanations for it, nor do I need any. We're done with that, which means we are up to 12. Where was 9 at? 9's that. Oh, that's weird. So what about 12? 9, it just goes around it. This is 9. And then this is 10, this is 11, this is 12, and then this is 12. So these two are the same thing. Likely just thruster spaces or something. Let's see. So what is 12? It's a docking module. It's another thing for spacewalks. I see. So does that mean these are like little attachments? I thought they were like boosters or something. The docking point for visiting science cruise transports and progress cargo ships. Okay, interesting. Oh, there's something beneath my feet. Hello. There's a Chloe at the end of my desk. Interesting. So these have actually been docks the whole time. Similar to this one. Very interesting. We'll leave them as they are then. What I will do is I will take the leisure to grab this and just do this. We will also be edge painting that. And then doing this. I imagine we're going to do the same down here. Bam. Where is there? Bam. Bam? Is that right? No, it's this. This is what I should have edge painted. There we go. That looks a lot better. So let's delete that. Whoop. Delete that. Undo that. Can I make these any bigger? It's hard for them to be visible. Okay, that's not that bad. There we go. Okay, I think we found it out. We found the nice zone for these. Let me go up where the hatches are, and I'm just going to start plopping these down as they are now. They're much more noticeable. Alright, and then this one will go here, and this one which will go here. Alright. That's all those doors. Very interesting. So then, what is 9, 10, and 11? 9, launched in 1998. Hey, that's when I was born. Zarya was the first building block of the ISS built in Russia. And it's primarily for storage and propulsion. So, just more storage, basically. What about 10? The similar layout to the core module of Russia's Mir space station. Zvezda was the first fully Russian contribution to the ISS. A toilet is located in the Zvezda module, along with the sleep compartments for the Russian crew. So this 10 is the bedding space and the resting space. It's the normal living space. Bathroom, bedding, storage, stuff like that. And 11, planned for launch in 2011. It will be the final module of the ISS. When installed, it will be Russia's primary scientific research module. Nauka is to include an airlock for experiments. So this one, I believe, is 11. Yes. So this one has a lot of like sciencey stuff. Very cool. Very cool. So 9 storage, similar to what we dealt with before. Can I just do this? Oop. Control C. Let's do this. Control V. And skadoosh. Shit. Can I just copy the placed icons? What is it? Copy selection. Oh, I got this now, so I guess I'm just gonna do this. It's basically the same space. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to. I just noticed this also didn't have color. I swear I dropped these down with their color attached. I swear I did. It's so weird. It doesn't make sense that it didn't drop in color. Or that it drops in the color that it did, I guess. These. Dude. Dude. Oh. Oh, dude. Oh. Wonder. I do this. That feels like a good storage system. There we go. Bam. Let's do this. Let's delete one of these. We'll delete 2 of these so it's not just all the same. There we go. Beautiful. File, save, ba-bam. So now, that's 9 done, so we're on 10, 11. So 10 and 11, or 10, 11, sorry. So 10. Living space, I believe, is that right? Yes. So 10 is all living space. So let's do this. So first off, if beds, bed. Silent bed's kind of funny. Let me scroll down so everything is like. Actually, you know what? Hold on, just about this. Is there one for barriers? So they have all of this stuff, but I don't think they have your generic bed interiors. Oh, maybe they do. Bed. I don't know how these people sleep in this. I don't know how that would work. This looks like a hospital bed. Medical. Let me see if there's a picture of them like laying down in something. So I legit don't have any idea how they sleep. Wow, it is a mess. Just tubes and everything everywhere. I bet internet there's great though. Modules. Wow. That was very celebrationary. Yeah, I really don't know how their beds work. Let me take a look in the Googles. Oh, it's like a sleeping bag, but it ties you into it. It's literally a box that you're tied into. Or like a little baggie. Honestly, something kind of like this. Literally this, actually. Something like this, I think, would probably be perfect. Let me make sure it's grayscaled, because I think that might make it look a little better. Maybe not that, because that just looks weird. It's like a box that they sleep in. Definitely not that. Maybe not this. Military. Army cot. Other, maybe? No. Pipes and cables. No. Robots, ruins, and debris. Sci-fi city design. Oh my eye. I'm so tired. Spacecraft. No. Trash. I don't know why trash is an option. Not vehicles. Is there another thing for... Oh. Oh shit, we actually have not seen this. So I guess weapons, turrets, tools, structure. Oh, that's where the door I got is from. Docking port? I do not know. Loose panel. Very interesting. Oh, where? It's like the astronaut armor type stuff. Very interesting. That's a rubber ducky. Materials. Machines. Innerwear. This is clothing. It's literally just piles of clothing. Explosives? Alright, containers. This might be something good. Honestly, something like that is not entirely inaccurate. Ammunition. Alien tech. To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed. I was kind of expecting a little more out of those. let's see what we got here. Surely something in here is what I'm looking for, right? Nope. Nah. Chairs and benches? Definitely not. I guess sci-fi structures, maybe. Just looking for like anything that looks like it could be the proper bedding. You know? Look for the vehicles. Furniture. Appliances? Bedroom. Maybe one of the traditional beds is gonna yield a better result. See what I did there? I'm kind of proud of that one, if I'm being honest. Okay, now this is something that's a little different. Alright. Maybe not always like that. So I'll put some here. Probably better off like this. Then let's select toilet. So they have a special space toilet. We do not have access to special space toilet. So we're gonna grab whatever the fuck this is. Oh, not that one, sorry. Toilet. We're gonna grab this one. And you bet your bippy we're putting it back here. Oop. And we're gonna grab this. I'm gonna put it right there and I'm gonna shrink it. Alright. Let's just make this feel like a homely space a bit. I'll put these little crates down by the bottom of some of the beds. I'm actually gonna delete this one so I can put it up right. So it probably should be facing that direction. Also, technically speaking, how I did that, I probably should also put this one over here. Where they kind of mimic each other. Okay. Now there should actually be another location that has a toilet. I just have to figure out which one it was because I forgot to add it. I just gotta do some quick rereading. Maybe I was wrong. I thought there was another room that had the whole toilet-y thing. Oh, I guess not. I guess it's just that one. Well, that's fine. Russia. I'm just going to grab computer. Maybe not this one. This one's kind of ugly. Nah. A slot machine. That's funny. I guess there's just things labeled machines, because like you don't know what they are, but they're there. I've noticed this one a while. Honestly, I guess trash is probably a thing they have to deal with. Do they have like a chute? Make sure that shit's grayscaled and just fucking plop that shit. Oh shit. Plop that shit down. I'm just gonna consider that done. File, save dungeon, ba-bam. And the final room, plan for launch. That's all the rest of primary science. So this is another one of those sciencey rooms. So let's scroll up here. Let's grab this. Put it like right here. And we'll mimic it on the opposing side. We're gonna grab this. There we go. Alright, and then thinking, just doing it like this. This thing. About like right there. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can add some more technology. Machine. Do this. Kind of mimic. Alright, sorry. Shorts are getting uncomfortable. F machine. Nope. F machine. Jesus. F machine. It was big. What this? I don't like it. F machine. Okay. And uno más. I'm thinking just take something like this. I don't like it. Is there anything in the computer section? Not really. We got in the text beside consoles, apparently. Alright, here we go. Good, just checking. Oop. Oop. Let's do this. Dude. We're gonna grab another airlock, slap it right here, and I guess there's the airlock. All right. Oh my goodness. Well, with that, I believe we call that a that's all she wrote kind of moment. Alright, file. Save. Jeez. Alright. Well, there you have it, folks. A space station map has been made. I was expecting to have to, like, build a vertical section, but the thing I was looking at didn't say I needed to. So, I'm just not gonna. Anyways, I'm tired. We're gonna end it here for today. We got the entire map done and built. I will on my own probably do all the Roll20 stuff set up for it, because then I gotta start working on the characters and stuff. But the map was like the biggest hurdle I needed to get done, because this was a lot, and this is a really fucking cool looking map. Like, this shit's sick looking. I actually feel like I'm looking at a space station when I see this map, which is good. But anyways, that being said, I cannot thank you all enough for watching whoever you did. Please go into the description and join the Discord server if you haven't already, because we're going to try and grow this as a community thing. I'm going to try and do this kind of stuff more often. I'm even trying to be a lot more active on like YouTube chats and such and posts, because I really do want to put forth effort again, a lot of it this time around, because I was slacking a lot lately, and I know why. And it was because I just didn't have a purpose, but now I do. I know what my purpose is, and it's to make D&D. It's my favorite thing. I love writing for it. I love designing for it. I like building things for it. I just love D&D. So, that being said, we are going to hang up for now. Whatever we do next time, we'll see. Tomorrow, or technically later today, we should be playing with Primal. We'll see how that goes. But besides all that, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.